Blackouts were rare in the small American town of Rockwell. The place was modern, peaceful, and usually brightly lit, even at night, but no one knew why the entire population feared darkness so much, except even Miller. He had lived in Rockwell all his life. He knew there was a person who backup generators that was not but in the old student who resented home for vacation loud music, most good nine he noticed neighbors were rushing beside the adults. Old man in Sebastian the man shook his head. Get inside. Storm's coming. Sure. Everyone here is still weird as well. He entered his home, made a cup of hot cocoa, and sat in the living room scrolling his phone. The time was 8:59 p.m. At 9 p.m. sharp, the lights flickered once, twice, then blackout. Pitch black, not even moonlight through the windows, as if someone erased the world with a single stroke. Seriously? Now? Even groaned, searching for his phone flashlight. Before he could tap the screen, he heard it click, 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 soft tapping, like sharp nails on his window glass. Even froze. He tried to convince himself it was just a tree branch or maybe a bird confused by the sudden dark. But the tapping continued, and it moved like window, left window to right window, slowly circling the house. Evan's heart pounded. What the hell? He unlocked his phone, but the flashlight would not turn on. The screen glitching. No light, no escape. What kind of glitch is this? He tapped harder. Nothing. The tapping grew louder, faster. Even backed away slowly. Silence followed. A silence so thick it felt like someone was holding their breath outside. Then a whisper, right behind his ear. I see you. Even jumped forward. Fear electrified his spine. He spun around with his arm raised, but saw nothing. His phone suddenly vibrated. An unknown number has texted him. Don't look outside. Don't make a sound. Don't let them know you can see them. His breathing became rapid, hands trembling. Another message popped. They hunt by light. They get stronger in blackout. The tapping returned, this time from the front door. Slow, deliberate, as if whatever what out there knew he was watching. Even leaned closer. Curiosity stronger than fear. The door handle twist. Someone or something was trying to come inside. His mind raced. Call police. Try again with flashlight. Run upstairs. Before he could decide, more message came. Even finally dialed Melissa number. It rang once, then cut to terrified screaming. Melissa! Melissa! What he heard next froze his soul. Art disturbed twice, whispering her name. Marisa. Call disconnected. No, no, no. This cannot be happening. He rushed to the window despite the warning. Big mistake. A face stared back at him, pale, skin scratched, unnaturally tight over bone, empty eyes shocked. Then someone looked straight into his soul. It smiled, a wide, torn smile revealing black broken teeth. Even stumbled backward, gasping. Suddenly, footsteps inside the house. He was not alone anymore. A tall shadow moved in the hallway, even crouched behind the sofa, holding his breath. The creature fell scrapped on the wooden floor. Slow, long, dragging steps. It stops right next to him. Evan's phone buzzed again. Close your eyes now. He squeezed his eyes shut. He could feel the creature running down. It breathed cold on his neck. It sniffed him, deep, hungry. A razor like nail slid across his cheek, not cutting, but testing, measuring. Evan's entire body shook. Tears rolled down his face, but he did not open his eyes. After a long, dreamful moment, the footsteps moved away. The tapping outside stopped too. Silence again. Evan slowly opened his eyes. Mistake number two. The creature was suddenly inches from his face, staring directly at him. It whispered with a voice like cracking bones. Now, I see you. Evan screamed. The creature snapped its head unnaturally backward and rushed toward the kitchen. He ran upstairs, stumbling, nearly falling. He locked himself in his childhood bedroom, pushing a dresser against the door. His phone buzzed again. Generator, basement, turn it on. Light is your only defense. Hurry, before they multiply. They? There is more? Suddenly, multiply voices echoed downstairs. Giggles, whispers, and those horrible clicks. They were inside the house. Even opened his bedroom door slowly. The hallway was dark, but he could hear them. Crawling on the walls, ceiling bending under their weights, they claws tapping like a nails on glass. He tiptoed toward the basement door. Lust a few steps more. His foot cracked a loose floorboard. Silence. Then they charged toward him. Evan sprinted down the stairs, barely shutting the basement door behind him before clown shed straw. He fumbled in darkness, searching for the generator switch. The basement smelled on mold and old metal. Tools changed behind him. He breathed faster, heart exploding in the chest. He found the generator. He grabbed the handle. Click. His phone buzzed. Wait, they are right behind you. Slowly, even turned it. Dozens of them, hunches, pale, long limbs and eyeless faces. They surrounded him in a circle, their jaws open wider than humanly possible. They were waiting, watching. Open. One stepped closer. Its bones cracked as it leaned toward him. Even whispered, I don't want to die. The creature gently tapped his forehead with a long, sharp finger, as if making him. It whispered, Not yet. Suddenly, the backup power auto triggered. Bright white light filled the room. The creatures screamed in agony, their skin burning, peeling like wax. They scrambled into dark corner, disappearing like rats. Even gasped for air, gasping. Lights upstairs flicked on too. The blackout was over. Was it over? Even checked his phone, a new message. They were not here for you tonight. This was a warning. Warning? For what? He yelled into the air. Another message came. Tomorrow night 9 p.m. They will come again. This time for the entire town. His stomach dropped. No, no, I have to tell something. Police, neighbors. But before he moved upstairs, he spotted a symbol crashed into the wall. A circle with a virtuous slit through the middle. It looked like a giant eye. His phone pinged again. They marked your house. They know you saw them. You can't leave anymore. A final message approached. Welcome back home, Even. See you tomorrow in the dark. The basement light flicked once, twice. Even started upward as light finally went out again. Click, click, click. The tapping has returned, this time from the basement window right next to him. Then a voice whispered, I see you. Fade to black. Everyone in Pine Hollow Town knew one rule. When the town goes dark, stay inside. Lock your doors. Do not look outside. Because in the darkness, things walk freely. But Jake Turner, a 17-year-old boy, did not believe in these rules until the night he saw what lived in the dark. Jake and his mom had just moved into house number 97, an old rental house at the end of Wild Lane. The house was big but looked tired, cracked walls, creaky wood floors, and an empty garden full of dead plants. Jake did not like it. It's only for a few months, his mom said while unpacking boxes. We will find a better home soon. Jake sighed then threw his backpack in the new home. His window faced the forest behind the house, a dark, thick forest. He already felt something was wrong here. At school, he asked his new friend Amy, do you know anything about my house? House number 97. Amy eyes blinded. You mean the blackout house? What? The house always get dark first, even before the red rest of town. And sometime people in that house hear footsteps in the dark. Jake laughed. Is this a joke? Amy shook her head. When the blackout came, don't go near the window and don't listen if someone whispered your name. Jake felt a cold chill, but he still did not believe her. That night, Jake was gaming in his room. The clock showed 8:45 p.m. His mom was cooking dinner downstairs. Suddenly, the light flickered. Great, power cut again. Jake groaned. The lights turned off completely. Darkness took over the whole house. Mom, he shouted. No answer. He pulled out his phone, turned on his flashlight, but the small light barely helped. He walked downstairs slowly. Mom, where are you? He heard plates shaking in the kitchen, then a sound like high heels walking fast. Tap, tap, tap. Jake smiled nervously, thinking it was his mom. But when he reached the kitchen, it was empty. Nobody there. The back room was half open, swinging slowly. Mom, his voice cracked. Another sound came, this time from the living room. Jake, a whisper, soft, slow. He turned, flashlight shaking in his hand. Mom, stop scaring me. No reply. His phone flashed a warning. Low light, unstable. What does they even mean? The Amy warning echoes in his mind. Don't go near the windows. Jake looked around. Every window in the house was pitch black. Even the moonlight outside was gone. He felt watching. Jake stepped backward toward the stairs. The whisper returned. Jake, not his mom voice. A tall shadow stood near the front door. It looked like a woman, but too thin, too tall. Jake froze. The figure moved closer, feet dragging like broken bones. Suddenly the flashlight flickered, and the woman disappeared. Jake's heartbeat exploded. The phone buzzed in his hand. A notification popped. They came when the power goes out. Don't let them touch you. Jake looked around widely. Another whisper. Right behind her. Help me! He turned it sharply. A pale woman crawled out from the window stairs. Her long black hairs covered her face. Her fingers were bending the wrong way, like broken branches. Jake screamed and ran upstairs, slamming the door to the room. He pushed a chair against and cried silently. He messaged Amy. Jake, the blackout started. There is something here. Amy replied. Don't look outside. Close your ear if she call you. Then Jake. Who is she? Amy replied. The previous owner. She died during a blackout. Jake felt his stomach twist. The doorknob rattled. The woman started scratching the door. And then, come out, Jake. I need light. Jake covered his mouth, trying not to be breathed. Suddenly, silence. Jake slowly looked up. Two pale hands appeared from above his window, long fingers gripping the glass. She was outside now, looking in. Jake backed away quickly. The window cracked, glass shaking under the strain. But she stopped. She suddenly turned her head toward the forest. Then the whispers started coming from the forest instead. Dozens of voices. Jake, come, we are waiting. Jake felt dizzy. He slumped to the door. His phone buzzed again. Amy had sent a voice message. Jake, run, get out of the house. The more you stay, the stronger she became. Jake did not think twice. He ran downstairs, but the front door would not open. The lock was jammed from outside. The pale woman now stood at the bottom of the downstairs, her head hanging low. Jake ran to the kitchen back door. It was open. He sprinted into the backyard, into the forest. At least there was space to run. But the forest was darker than the house. No moon, no stars, no sound. Only his footsteps and breath. He heard her following, slow but steady. Jake kept running until he saw a small old cabin in the wood. He buzzed inside and locked the door. It was completely dark inside. Jake sat in the corner, hugging his knees. His phone buzzed. Amy replied, don't go into the forest. There are more theirs. Jake, I am already here. Amy, don't make a sound. Jake's breath shook. He listened carefully. There was many footsteps outside, crawling, dragging. Not just the woman, other like her. They surrounded the cabin, all whispering his name. Jake. Jake shut his eyes tight. Suddenly, a loud boom. Light burst into the sky from the town. Someone had activated a main backup generator. The forest lit up with a faint glow. Jake prayed through the broken cabin well. The creature, pale human with hollow eyes and torn mouth, crawled back into shadow, hissing his pain. One of them was the woman from the house. She stared at Jake as her body burned slowly. like paper turning to ash. Her voice cracked. This is our home. We will come back. Then she vanished into the ground. Jake ran out of the forest as fast as he could. He raced the street. People were outside now, checking damage for the blackout. Amy rushed to him. You survived, but you must leave house number 97. Jake nodded quickly. I am never going back there. But Amy's face turned pale as she pointed toward his shoulder. There was a mark, a red print, like a hand made of ash. Jake gulped. What? What does this mean? Amy whispered. She touched you. Jake's phone vibrated in his hand. A new message for unknown number. Next blackout, we will take you. Jake looked around. The street light flicked again. The tapping sound has returned. This time, every window in the town tapped word. Jake's mom grabbed his hand. Quick, inside! She shouted. The street light shut off one more. Darkness spread. Jake heard the whisper behind him. Jake. Not one voice. Hundreds. He closed his eyes and screamed. Not again.